Love is not a spark, nor a sudden flame, it is the quiet force that endures long after the fire has burned low. It is not born in the grand gestures or poetic declarations, but in the subtle moments, the glance that lingers a second too long, the silence that speaks louder than words, the knowing without asking. Love is patience dressed in vulnerability, strength that chooses softness, and courage that dares to remain when it would be easier to run. True love does not demand perfection, nor is it sustained by it. Instead, it finds beauty in the flawed, the cracked, and the wounded. It is the willingness to sit beside someone in their darkness without trying to fix them, to see their scars, and still find them worthy of being held. Again and again, love says, I see you, not as I wish you to be, but as you are, and still, I choose you. It is not measured by time but by presence. Years together may be empty if the heart is absent, while a fleeting moment can contain lifetimes if it is full. Love is not in possession, but in freedom. It does not cage, it does not control. It grows when it is trusted, when it is allowed to breathe. It cannot be kept, it must be continually given. Love is also contradiction. It is fierce and tender, quiet and thunderous, soft as breath and vast as galaxies. It teaches us to yield without breaking, to give without losing, and to open without knowing whether we will be held or dropped. And yet we do, because love, at its heart, is an act of faith, not in the certainty of the other, but in the power of connection, the hope that we were made to meet, if only to remind each other that we are not alone. It is found in the mundane as much as the miraculous, in the hand reached out across a table, in the shared laughter over nothing, in the way one person can make the world feel safe with a single look. Love is less about what is said, and more about what is shown in consistency, in forgiveness, in the sacred simplicity of staying. In the end, love is not what saves us from life, it is what makes life worth enduring. It is the space between souls, where understanding blooms and ego dies. It is the most fragile, most powerful thing we will ever hold, and the only thing that, when truly given, leaves us not with less, but always with more.